Most of our content is Heritage Day related today, and a cultural music extravaganza is taking place at Rabie Ridge Stadium near Midrand in Johannesburg that is called Imbizo Shisanyama, and it marks 16 years of existence of its heritage celebrations. For more, we cross to our SABC News reporter, Hitekani Magwedze. Hitekani, what's the latest where you are?
Well, Desiree, people have started arriving here at the Rabie Ridge Stadium just outside Midrand. People dressed in their traditional attires, various traditional colorful attires. That's of course for the Imbizo Heritage Day cultural music concert. This is of course organized by the Imbizo Shisanyama under the theme the spirit of Ubuntu. But here to tell us more just about the day and just the history of it is the founder of Imbizo Shisanyama, Rita Zwane. Welcome to SABC, ma.
Thank you.
Just we understand that you run a Shisanyama, quite a successful Shisanyama at that, but what was it that pressed you to host such events for 16 consecutive years?
Okay, when I started Imbizo Shisanyama, 21 years ago, the goal was always to be able to celebrate our African lifestyle, culture and heritage. 5 years after starting it, I went around the hostels, Denver, in Tembisa, scouting for Maskandi music, because I knew that with Maskandi music, it's a genre that is celebrated, whether you are speaking Zulu person or Tsonga, but that's how we celebrate. But more than anything, I remember that in 1996, after our democracy, and the first speech made by our former President Nelson Mandela, when he was opening the National Heritage Day, he said the reason why we had this day as our national heritage, because we knew that our rich and our rich cultural background have got such profound power to help us build the nation. And he also went ahead, what I liked even most, to say, with the struggles, we did that knowing very well about the struggles and the inequalities of the past. But at the same time, when we come together, we have that power as different nations to take this country forward. And if we wanted to pull the country from those ashes of divisions, and conflicts, we have to pay tribute and acknowledge people, that were like had selfless efforts in moving forward and making sure that we build South Africa.
Sure. And Marita, we understand that of course this year you're celebrating under the theme Spirit of Ubuntu. Tell us a bit about that. Why is that you chose that specific theme?
There is a saying that says umuntu ngabantu, muthu ki muthu kabatu. And I was looking back at African culture, understanding it, to say, with Africans, what we say, a person loses respect. Basically, it's something that respect you are given. But when you go to Western culture, you don't lose a respect. But it's a case of, you go to Western culture, it's a case of there is a certain way that you must present yourself for you to be respected. And when we get to Ubuntu ngabantu, all we were trying to achieve and to push is to say, for us as Africans, we need to be able to respect one another. We need to be able, as Imbizo Shisanyama, who started it, I was looking at the fact that we wouldn't be celebrating 16 years today were it not be for the community around us, were it not be for the sponsors that helped us, were it not be for the patrons that believed in us. And when we started showing them that it's not just about braai only, it's not just about the food, but it's more to do with that. It's us coming together and be abantu.
And just one last thing, Marita, we understand that there's going to be music and top cultural artists going to be performing this afternoon. What else can we be expecting throughout the day?
Okay, there will be also besides traditional artists, there will also be African food cuisines that will be displayed. There will be braai as well, and when you look across them at that side, we'll be having three-legged pots. We'll be having at the braai stands where people will be braaiing and where people will be going to have meat, to eat meat and enjoy themselves.
Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Well, there it is, Desiree, a celebration of heritage via music and food and clothing. It promises to be a fantastic morning towards afternoon. But for now, though, back to you, studio.
Thank you so much, Hitekani. Music, food and clothing, but let's also have conversation about our culture and our heritage and what it means for us. And you can do this at the agenda_SABC. Today marks South Africa's